Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about a new book published by BBNC publishers / CREATIEF. That's a Dutch publishing company situated in the Netherlands, and if I say Maria Trolle and Hanna Karlsson and I mention the Dutch coloring book editions, this publishing company is I'm forgetting the word that I was going to say, is guilty for that, between brackets. They publish the Dutch versions of those books, and so they did the same thing with the art journal by Jane Davenport. I want to thank the publisher very much because I received this book for review and I've already flicked through very quickly after opening my envelope, and just as with the books of Hanna Karlsson and Maria Trolle, they did an amazing job. This book is super beautiful, has thick paper, the artwork is well centered, and I know I'm not reviewing a coloring book, but for me it will be used as one because the drawings in this fabulous. So let's dive straight in. So this is the cover, beautiful artwork, lovely colors. It has a smooth feeling. And this is the back, and you can already see what kind of artwork you can expect. And I'm going to show the ISBN number in case that you are interested in the Dutch version of this book. And here you have the website of the publisher. So that could be handy also. And this is how the spine is looking. So here you have the imprint of the publisher. And then a small face drawn by Jane. And then we have the info with the artist's name and the title. So we will dive straight in. It has more than 100 pieces of special paper and inspiring drawings to use in your own art journal. But I will keep all the pages in the book because it's such a beautiful one. I want to keep it in the book, and as I was saying, for me this will be a coloring book. So very beautiful and colorful intro page. Here we have a small intro by Jane, and it's called in English Happy Hour Art Journal, Whimsical Girls. So, and this is again some info of the Dutch publisher. Here you can find everything you need, again with the ISBN number, an email address and a website. So, and Mus is an imprint of the BBNC publishing company. And then we are going further. Here you have an introduction about Jane, a little word, and why she makes journals, how she experiences them, and it's for her it's a laboratory to make experiments. So she's very creative, and I've watched a few YouTube videos from Jane already, and wow, it's super not easy, it's super relaxing, and she just creates, and she's very inspiring. And then we have some tips on how to use this book, which materials you can use. And this book contains different paper types. So you have coloring paper, so it's very suitable for colored pencils, pens and other dry media. Craft paper, So that's a colored version. And it's also suitable to work with pencils, markers, paintbrushes, gouache, and acrylic paint. Marker paper, especially for markers. Aquarelle, so you can use your watercolors on this. Collage papier, that's a kind of an origami style paper. You can cut it or tear it apart to make your own collages with that. I don't know how collage is named in English, but... And then a sticker paper, so you have some stickers. I haven't seen those yet, so it will be very exciting. And then you have a picture of all the materials you can use on or in this book. Happy hour time schedule. And then we get into some lovely colored pages and beautiful artwork. And these were the two women and the little girl from the back. And I can't wait to color those in. And then here you can be inspired by the colors and materials. These are paints, I think, so I'm super, super enthusiastic to use different materials in this book. The paper is a good quality, but as said on the cover and in the book itself, there are different versions of paper, so I will have to experience on my own what type of paper that I'm feeling. And on the left side there's often a quote and then a lovely drawing on the other side. So it's perfect for me for coloring. I adore this. And here you have the famous Jane faces. I've seen those already, but with shorter hair, I think, on color palettes, on aquarelle paints. Very colorful and again a quote. And if you want, you can copy this example onto this page, but it will be perfectly fine to make your own design. Those two are beautiful too. And this is a special one. And you have a diversity of drawings, so you have large faces and some smaller and some animals, and yeah, it's super fun, a super fun book. I've only flicked through it once and very short, and I didn't see every picture yet, so I didn't see this one, for example. So I'm really, really impressed. And it's super nice. Wow, this is amazing. Look at the original artwork. I don't dare to paint faces yet. I should, but it scares me. I don't want to mess such a beautiful picture up. But it's so super inspiring to see all these stains and... Oh, fantastic. If you're not feeling creative, I think looking at this book will trigger creativity. Lovely little projects for if you don't have a lot of time, you can work on the small. I love this one. Is she the lady from the cover? No. I did see her somewhere else, I think. Maybe she was on another book cover. Super, super beautiful. And this is special paper. I don't know which type this is. It's quite thin. It's very thin. So I don't know. I will have to... Maybe this is mentioned for... meant for pencils. I don't know. I will have to do more research, but I couldn't wait to start filming and give you an idea of what to expect when you order this book. It's definitely not marker paper because you would ruin the backside, and it's most of the time the case with markers. Alcohol-based ones, I mean. And here we have, again, thicker paper. Again, a small collage. It's special. Beautiful. Aha, here is the aquarelle paper. I think it's very rough and it's super thick. Or should it, or will it be marker paper? I don't know. I don't think that marker paper has such a rough tooth. I don't know. It's fantastic that a book like this has such different kinds of paper. It's very nice to discover different types of paper with your materials. And this would be the craft paper, I think, or the collage paper. Super fun. And now we are at the back already, but I'm going to check for you if I can figure out where to find the special papers. No, it's not mentioning it. No, it's just mentioning that not mentioning where the typical styles start, and I haven't discovered the stickers, but maybe I've done something wrong. This is the craft paper, I think. Or maybe it's a translation from the English book, and is this book not containing any stickers? That's also possible. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a lovely book to try out different stuff. Different kind of drawings, from small to quite big, different types of paper. I think I will have to experience the styles of paper, although the white ones feel the same all the time, but maybe my materials will act differently. That's something to experience when trying out some things in the future. But I'm very, very happy, very thankful that I could receive this book. I love it. I will be coloring in this one very soon. This month I will be tackling my uncolored books, so +1. Yeah, and I was thinking about painting a little bit more again in my colorings, so this will be very suitable. So I hope you liked this other type of flip through and review. I hope it gives you a very good idea of how beautiful this book is, how beautiful the quality is, and yeah, if you haven't seen this book already, or maybe it's sold out. The Dutch imprint is just released, so if you want this one, head on over to the website here on the bottom, and there you will find more information, and they have some other Jane Davenport books as well. So I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope we'll see each other soon in another video. Thank you. Bye bye. Hi, and welcome back to an updated version of the art journal by Jane Davenport, published by BBNC CREATIEF. I wanted to color in a page to show you how the paper reacts. It's not a special type of paper, it's the paper that is most available during the whole book. And I've used some paints on this paper. So the background is Kuretake Ganza Etambi paints. The hair is Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer. The horns is also paint. And the skin is Polychromos pencils and Derwent Colorsoft pencils, because I wanted to try a softer pencil on this paper and a bit harder. Polychromos isn't a hard pencil, but it feels different from the Colorsoft, and both worked lovely. I had an amazing time coloring in those two ladies. I've kept them quite pure on an advice of a very dear friend of mine, and I'm glad I did, because this page doesn't ask for any crazy things, and I can say this paper works wonderful. I had some bleed through due to the paints, like you can see here, but look at this back page. It's pure creativity, so my bleed through doesn't mind me one bit. Another thing I wanted to mention is that there are differences between the Dutch version and the English one. My friend has the English version, and she told me that on the special types of paper there was a small print mentioning what kind of paper you were looking at, and that's not the case in the Dutch version. And that there were also marks to tear out your paper easily, and that's also not the case in this book. But I don't ever tear paper out of my books, except if I'm frustrated and that a page can't be saved anymore. Oops, sorry, I've bumped the camera. But other than that, I leave my books like they are, and I like to grab my books from the shelves and look at everything that I've colored in a book, not on a loose paper. So I don't mind that I don't have any marks to tear the paper out in an easier way. And the other thing that is not in this book are the stickers. So there were supposed to be stickers. That was mentioned in the front. Where was it? Here. It's mentioning that there are stickers, and they're not in here. I don't mind that either. I've requested this book for a review because of the artwork, not because I wanted to have stickers, and so I don't mind. But if you are really focusing on having the stickers too, the Dutch version doesn't have those. But other than that, the paper is fantastic. I had a lovely time working on this one. I did my own interpretation of this paper instead of copying the ladies over there. And I did use, but it won't be noticeable on camera, I think, but I can show it at the end of the month when filming my finished pages. I did put some iridescent medium on the horns here, but I don't think it will be visible now without. Here it is a bit visible. But I will grab my flashlight at the end of the month, and so you can see the exact result. And I've also used above this Kuretake paint some cheap pearlescent watercolors that will also be visible. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm getting a message in. That will also be visible at the end of the month, but it's not a coloring book, but it's a fantastic art journal book. Jane mentioned to be creative and just play around, and that's what I did, especially with the background. I just wetted the paper first and dabbed my Kuretake around, and it was super fun. I didn't think about being more blue here and more purple there. It was just playful, and I had a fantastic time. Yeah, I'm very pleased with how the paper reacts. Also, it's quite a thick paper, so I will have a lot of lovely projects ahead of me with this book. So yeah, I can recommend it. If you're not focusing on the stickers and on paper to tear out, then you're good to go with this Dutch edition. So I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this review. And if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Ring the bell if you want to keep updated of my videos. And we will talk soon. Take care. Bye.